Unicorn piss. I actually don't know what it's going to taste like, to be honest. I haven't had any experience with it. Rick made this flavour and Simon will want to try it anyway, so I'll give him some. Oh, the flavour's unicorn piss, and I'm not joking. Look, see, I'm not even kidding. This is Birkenhead style. Look at this. Anyone who's been a gym in Birkenhead knows pre-workout mugs. Strom Sports Nutrition. Rick, best company in the country, genuinely. Oh. Do you know what, mate? And you can put this in. I'm the worst athlete he has, like the worst. He has pros. He has some of the best people in the country, and I don't know why he sponsors me because I don't even like. I do plug it when I can, but I don't do it as much as I should. Like I'm grateful, but yeah, I need to plug in more. Like we're going on this today. This is an absolute beast of a machine. I think it's a hammer strength, just a seated single arm row. Like this stuff that just goes with the basic biomechanics of a body. It's just wonderful. That's why I don't really get too complex in my workouts because the body can only do so many things. I'm looking to do a lot of this and a lot of this. You know what I mean? There's not much else to it. So we're going into chin-ups first. And obviously I've spoke about how important they are for people training and people trying to develop the back. I just don't think there's another way you're going to get back development. But not just that. I think it's important to note, a lot of people come and complain to me that the chest isn't growing or the shoulders aren't growing. And I always say, you're only really as good as your weakest body part. And the reason that is because if you think about it, the body is a machine that's essentially in synergy, so it works together. So when you're doing an incline bench, and a lot of people might have experienced this, you can come off that set with pumped lats or sore lats the next day. Likewise with overhead press. If you're a big overhead presser, you'll know you'll get DOMs in your lats. Why is that? Because it's the opposite. So I'm doing a chin, which is pulling this way. What's the opposite of a chin? Overhead press. So you can see how if someone gets stuck with their chest development or they get stuck with their shoulder development or even stuck with their back development, you can see how a lot of the times the answer isn't within the actual body part itself. The answer actually lies in the other body parts. And the reason I've gone around the aisles to tell you that is because chins need to be prioritized in your training. I'm going to talk about them now, but warming up for anything, you'll see me how I warm up. Unless it's a leg day, I just warm up doing the movements that I'm going to do. So I do with a chin up, I do something called a scapular pull. And you basically get on and you're just going to try and stand. I'm just going to pull lightly and just lift my head. You'll see what I mean. It's just me engaging my scapula. And I'll do that of 2-3 sets. And then I'll do 2 sets of just 3-4 negatives. Then I'll start a set of chin-ups. It's really hard to get into chin-ups because obviously there's no real warm-up. It's not like we're stacking pins or anything like that. We're just getting into the chin and doing it. So I do take a few more precautions on this particular exercise. But literally 99% of other exercises in my sessions are done lightly and then progressively more heavy. Last video I didn't say it very clearly. This workout today, I'm going to do 4 sets of as many as possible on pull-ups or chin-ups. I call them both the same. I don't do these. I know some people call these chin-ups or pull-ups. I don't know. This is a pull-up to me, okay? And it always will be. This is a pull-up, this is a chin-up. So I don't do any others. Pull-ups, chin-ups, 4 sets of as many as possible with your body weight. I'd accept a minimum of 3. If you can't do that, you're going to need to figure out a coach or some other strategy. I tend to say you need to start with bands and build your way up, or start with lat pull down, build your way up. But that's a coach process. It's not that easy to do. If you can do them, then use them. We're going into a seated hammer strength row. So it's a horizontal row. You'll see that I'll do a vertical, then I'll do a horizontal, then I'll do a vertical, then I'll do a horizontal, then I'll do biceps. That's what it's going to look like. So we have a horizontal hammer strength row. I'm then going to go into a lat pull down, just outside of shoulder width. And then I'm going to go into another horizontal row, most likely another seated version, or probably this T-bar, which I love a chest supported T-bar. Today's a bit of a machine day for me again. I do pen lay rows, I do barbell stuff, but today that's the workout. Oh, chin-ups are hard, man. So inconsistent as well. You get like 20 in your first set and you get like 6 in your second. Seated hammer strength row. I don't really mind what one you use or if you want to copy this workout. It's only a horizontal row, really. So anything horizontal, you could even do a seated row, but 4 sets, and I'm gonna go high rep today. I'm gonna do 20 reps, 15 to 20 reps. It's quite a lot. One of my favorite rep ranges though, and a rep range is criminally underused, If you've never done 15, 20 reps, I recommend you go away and try it. Just try it for your next workout. Different world entirely of pain and endurance and focus. And with this, one in your hands, horizontal, straight across. "20 reps, honestly, beautiful. Lower risk of injury, a lot of build up, a lot of volume. The sets feel like they work. I don't always do 20, like I've said, you know, I have to say this every time I make a video, because otherwise people get confused. I do every single rep range in a month, every single one. But 20, if you're not doing 20 or 15 plus, please try it. You'll feel it immediately. That's really hard. That's f***ing really hard. And most people say back's an easy body part to train. Anyone that knows back is very hard to train. Your lats have the biggest surface area of any muscle in your body. What that says to me, they're gonna pump up very aggressively and the stretch is gonna be massive, which means there's a huge range to work in. I am literally trying to completely curve and then match at the top, a full squeeze. And I try my best, but you'll see when I'm repping these, the pull's quite aggressive. The pull in, it's quite powerful, it's quite aggressive. There is a pause, so the weight stops, and then I transfer into more of a, I like to think of exercise like if you imagine a big strong spring, you're gonna crush the spring, that's the pull in, and then the hold, and then the spring slowly coils itself out. And as soon as the spring's at full coil, back in again. So you explode, strong, coil, bam. That's how I think. Muscles like that, muscles like power. Ooh, man. Magic mirror this, lad. I don't look like that. That ain't me. I'm lean, I'm fit. I'm healthy, bro. I ain't no big juice bomb. So anyway, where was I? The best machine in Birkenhead. Let me take you on a tour, guys. This here is the best vertical pull down machine in the town of Birkenhead, which if you didn't know is the greatest town in the United Kingdom. So it's a pretty big deal that we have this piece here. It's special. I like this because it's underarm. I don't use a lot of underarm pulls. It fits because I have wrists that are quite tight. It fits me perfectly. And it just, I get in it and I can connect. And like I said to you, you don't have to be a bodybuilder to be listening to me. You could be an MMA fighter, could be someone who's going to the beach, wants to drop body fat, like whatever you're into. This is why it applies. With the lats, it is all about, like I said to you before, the fullest stretch you can possibly create and the shortest squeeze with the most control. So when I find a machine that allows me to get in, and sit like this, you see this? I'm completely, my lats are nearly being torn off. My lats are hurting at this point. I am hurting. I lean slightly back, create the space, pull in, and squeeze my back like it owes me some fucking money. Half repping is worse than not training at all. And I'll tell you why. Because you're wasting your time. Step 1, 15 reps. Again, big emphasis on stretch. I want hurt. I want the pain. Final exercise for back, chest supported T-bar row. So if you think about the angle we had before, we had a horizontal row, didn't we? Which is completely horizontal. Now what are we doing? We're taking it just a little bit lower and pulling a little less off that center line. So we're almost, I always say to people, think about your workouts. If you're repeating the same angle, it is a waste of time. So you won't catch me repeating the same angles. I'll try and differ them, even if it's by a few centimeters or so. So this is our horizontal row for a bit of upper back thickness and challenge. Once again, working my ass off, trying to keep the tempo, keep the pace. As I train back, it's not too hard, is it? A lot of my workouts are very simple. It's probably why this video has 100 views, because no one really fucking cares for simple stuff. And that's fine, but a few people will, and you know, that helps those people. And I'll send these videos to my clients too, so if you're a client watching this, I love you, I appreciate you. But I send these to clients just to give them an idea on my philosophies. I will be doing more with intensity techniques. You've not seen any intensity techniques in this video or the last. I'm gonna get a training partner. I'm gonna bring them in and show you how we inflict devastation beyond the rep range to each other. But yeah, so another good workout. I'm gonna finish off on 4 sets of biceps now, and that's it. That's it, man. 4 just sets of biceps, heavy weight, as clean form as I can, and a little drop at the end, nothing mad. I have an arm day in my program. If you don't, you're a sucker. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share it. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know how I can improve. I am new to this. My brain is like a fucking hurricane in the middle of Sweden on fire. So I don't know how to articulate my ideas, my thoughts. I can't do things in an organized manner. So help me help you. Hopefully that helped.